It is Free Comedy Friday, and we're going to get rolling here. He's performing at the American Comedy Company this weekend, tonight, tomorrow night. Very excited to have Akaash Singh hanging out with us in the studio this morning.
Thank you, guys.
And we were discussing what we were just talking about, the updated version of Baby It's Cold Outside with Kelly Clarkson and John Legend. You sound like you're a big fan, just like me. Huh?
I'm serious. You do not have my consent to play that song anywhere around me, ever.
You don't like it that much?
I mean, just if you can just play the first, I don't need anything. I can't make it past 8 seconds of this singing. Kelly Clarkson's first, whenever she starts singing, and then John Legend's.
Yeah.
Tell me it doesn't feel like somebody slipped something in your drink. Just how slowly everything is going.
Worse than the original version, because you know the original version, right? That's what they're always saying.
So apparently the original version is like, it's like very tongue-in-cheek and sarcastic and like whatever.
Yeah. It's very rapey.
Yeah,
but I mean...
But at the time, it was like,
it's
a husband and wife that wrote it together, and they would like play it at the end of parties, and it's like telling everybody to go home. And the point is like, you know, women are like, back then you had to be meek and you had to be,
right.
You didn't want to be perceived a certain way, so you had to pretend you didn't want it. So that was like the dance they were doing.
Right.
Then. Now today,
this one,
it's a different thing.
Yeah, this thing
feels fine to do whatever.
Right.
So.
You have a voice, Sky.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me know.
Sky, you have a voice.
Thank you, you guys.
All right, let's listen to the beginning of the Kelly Clarkson, John Legend song one more time.
All right. Okay. I don't know why it's jazzy.
Yeah,
I don't know why
it's a
jazzy.
version.
Not Christmas.
Not
Christmas at all.
But I'll still give it a chance. I'm from Texas, but when Kelly Clarkson...
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
No?
It feels like I got listening to the song.
Oh, 'cause
like,
it's
why
so
everything's so slow and tortuous?
Yeah, like the acid is just kicking in.
Oh
like,
my God.
It's like it's on the wrong speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this is not a Christmas song. This is a song you kill yourself to.
It's a little rough.
Yeah,
Like if I was a cutter, this would be my jam.
That is his jam.
That's a good point.
Wow.
And like some people will get like the Christmas blues. Imagine if this comes on.
Oh my God, dude. This is the song for Christmas depression.
Yeah.
If your wife just left you, you put this song and you think about ending it all.
Then you're done. You're done at that point.
This song can do a lot more damage than the original Baby's Cold Outside, I'll tell you that.
That's what I
This
think.
song can make people hurt themselves.
What are they thinking? Like, why do this? And
This is musical waterboarding.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
It's unbelievable. Going on in the background, I'm losing my mind. Any secrets I have, I'll give them
You're
to
gonna
you.
give them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give 'em up.
10 seconds into the song, it's all yours. Whatever you want.
Oh my gosh.
So bad. I thought I still think that it's like fake, like they're doing like they're playing a joke on people because
This is
they're
a prank.
friends,
This is a
and like
prank.
the real version's gonna come out like on Friday
You don't
or
think
today.
singing about your Uber driver named Murray is
That kid, like John Legend's a Grammy award-winning artist. He can't be like he's never written anything this bad in his life. Come on.
How can you make a bop to feminism, though? Like,
That is true.
I mean, like, it's hard to make feminism like, hey.
here's my jazzy tune about feminism.
Yeah, my
That's a good point.
fiance's a big feminist, and I gotta listen to that all the time. And it's just like, yo, I get what you're doing, but it's not like catchy or fun. You know what I
Right,
mean?
that's a good
It's
point.
not catchy or fun. Normally social movements aren't, you know. Really?
Let me tell you something, man. My girl reads these articles on like Salon or Jezebel or these websites,
Right.
and then she comes spinning in the room like the Tasmanian devil.
I work with one of those.
She's just like, things aren't equal between us. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm watching SportsCenter, so I don't know what I did. And then she's like, no, we need to talk about it. Things aren't equal. And I'm like, all right, fine, we'll talk about it. Things are not equal.
Like, what do
You
you
actually owe me thousands of dollars. So what are we talking about here?
There we go. Now
I
you're
just need to
talking.
know where the conversation is going. I'm not arguing back. I just want to know which direction it's headed. Am I getting paid back, or is this about Belle and Beauty and the Beast? I just need to know where we're going.
That's a good. That's a really good point. Now you mentioned that you grew up in Texas.
Yes.
I lived in Dallas for 2 years.
I grew up in Dallas, born and raised. Yeah.
Yes, so I lived right there. I did radio out there for a couple of years.
What station?
The Eagle.
Oh, okay. I know the Eagle.
the
That's
rock
been around
station
since I
out
was
there.
born. Yeah,
exactly.
that's it.
So I was down there. But originally a California guy.
Okay.
They did not like me there. I didn't go over so well.
Really?
Because I'm not a Texas guy. Everything to me there was like Texas. Everything is Texas. Like if you're not from Texas, we don't we don't want to deal with it.
I'll tell you, they thought you were more Texan than they thought I was.
Well, see, that's sort of where I was headed with
Post
this.
9/11, I was not Texan.
Very interesting you brought that up.
But there was only a few crazy people. Like the rest, for the most part, is we're comfortable laughing about racial differences and whatever.
Sure.
And that's how I was brought up. But that's weird to say. We love being Texan, but I don't ever remember us. I felt a lot of judgment in Cali about Texas, and I felt like it's interesting to hear you got that.
Yeah, see, I had the opposite. View.
You sure it's not because you look like you could be Mexican?
Well, I am Mexican.
Well, hey.
Those aren't accepted there either. I don't know what's going on.
It's just if there's racist people, they probably weren't like,
Doesn't
get
matter.
this Californian out of here. That's probably wasn't their thought.
It was different, man. It was definitely like a trip living there. Just because everything was so
cheap.
Definitely.
That's how it threw you.
Here's what makes me so sad is I bought a condo in California years ago, and what I paid for a condo in California, I could have built from the ground up a mansion
in Dallas.
Dallas, that's no joke.
My parents had a lot of money at one point, lost it, but they had like a mansion in like a gated community with like a basketball court in the neighborhood, and it was like $500,000.
Yeah.
Which
Holy.
that's not nothing, but here that's getting you nothing.
One
literally
bedroom.
can.
Yeah,
A condo,
if you're lucky.
Yeah, racism's got a lot of value to it,
That
man.
is
Like,
true.
it's a solid investment. You know what I mean? If you want to live in a
that's
place,
true.
a little bit of racism,
Yeah.
save a lot of money.
Sure, exactly.
Your
It's not
neighbors
bad.
may burn a cross on your lawn,
Yeah.
but outside
Every
of
once
that,
in a while.
outside of that,
Is it-
real estate.
But the HOA
That
fees
should be
aren't
the
bad.
Texas
Yeah.
slogan: "Little racism, big savings." There you go.
Like we'll take that here in California.
I'm
It's just
fine,
too much.
man. I'm
Everybody's-
fine with
yeah,
it.
it's crazy. Where are you living now? Are you living here?
I'm in New York, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
New
in
York.
Manhattan. Yeah.
Dude, that's a pretty expensive place to live. Too,
Oh, it's
right?
insane. Doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Like
yeah.
I mean,
It's California. I lived in LA for a while.
Yeah.
Housing is expensive. And gas. Everything else is reasonable.
Okay.
New York, everything is expensive.
Yep.
Milk is $6 or whatever.
What?
Like everything is just crazy. Nothing makes any sense. It's a whole city of airport prices.
Ooh.
You ever go to the airport?
Yes.
You're like, how do you charge this much for juice? That's Manhattan. Everywhere you go.
like trail mix is $20.
Yeah,
makes
everything
sense.
is Hudson
Yeah.
News.
Yes.
Just all over the place.
Yeah, it's called Hudson News because it's it's New York.
The river, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's good. But I mean, what's cool about living there, though, is that if you want a sandwich at 3 a.m., you can go get a sandwich at 3 a.m.
That's what they say, but it ain't that easy.
It
Yeah, I
isn't?
mean, it's not that
No.
easy. And you got Taco Bell here, whatever. You got drive-thrus at 2. I got to walk to wherever I'm going at 3 in the morning.
That's
You
a
guys
good
can
point.
drive to whatever's open. Everything open late now, right?
That's a good
Fast
point.
food-wise?
Yeah, well, like we got like taco shops a lot here. Like
Yeah,
Mexican taco
you guys
shops.
have
Like
Cali
taco
Mex
sh-
here.
Oh,
yeah, taco shops here
Cali
are like
Mex is
pizza.
just dainty Tex-Mex.
Do you guys call it Cali Mex?
I don't know. We have Tex-Mex, so
Yeah.
I assumed you guys would call this Cali
No, we
Mex.
just call it Mexican.
We just call it Mexican.
Just call it
Because
Mexican food.
we're the borders. Like
Tex-Mex
right
is cheese, is fattening. That's why we're fat out there.
Man.
But that's where the food is better. You guys just like, come on, man.
there. Well, you got to try it.
Get that pico out of here.
No, I'm telling
No,
you.
dude.
I
Go
love
I've had it both.
California burrito. You ever done it?
I think so. I lived
You
in...
Well, no, but
think
it's
so.
called the California burrito.
It's called.
because it has French fries in it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
No,
You call
just-
No.
You
Don't
call
you
that
dare, sir.
Mexican food?
That's
not
legit.
Mexican
I'm
food.
telling you, this is like
That's
a
a
next level.
burrito with freedom fries in it. That's not Mexican food.
It's like a border wall in a burrito.
It's kind of a good point. I didn't look at it that way.
Border wall burrito.
I never looked at it that way.
It's legit, bro.
Border wall burrito.
It is a legit.
I didn't even think of it
You
like
have
that.
to try one
All right, I'll
this
try
weekend.
one. I'll take
Yeah.
one back from my fiance. She loves fries and Mexican food in Cali. So
I'm telling you, you
There you
can't
go.
beat it. It's a
maybe I
great
can fly
combination.
one back. Yeah.
Fly one back.
Now, one of the things I saw about you is you completely destroying a heckler when you were on stage one time.
Oh, thank you for watching that clip, man.
This went viral because
Yeah,
of how
yeah.
you destroyed this person, and deservedly so, by the
really?
way.
I never
Listen,
understand hecklers. It doesn't make any. Why pay money? You're paying money to go to a show. Well, shut up.
This woman
Yeah.
showed up and was not happy from the get-go, right?
Yeah, she was just very sensitive from the beginning, and it started. So that was the whole exchange was 13 minutes.
It was,
and then I cut
long.
it down to 5, and
Wow.
for when I put it out, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did it like 7 years ago. It was like 2011,
Oh, really? Was that-
2012.
oh, wow, okay.
I was like 4 or 5 years into comedy, and I had just where that place was such a dungeon, and you'd get so many garbage audience members that I
Yeah.
was like my sword was very sharpened for that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she just got sensitive from the jump, and then the more we talked, the more kind of annoying she got, and the more upset she got. And yeah, it's just The difference, I know sometimes an audience member is drunk and they're just having too much fun. And that's annoying, but it's like your intentions aren't bad.
Right.
Yeah,
So
okay.
typically
That
I'll
makes
try
sense.
to, I've dealt with enough that I can discern and I can be like, hey man, I get you're having fun, try to chill.
Right.
And if they don't, then maybe it has to escalate. But sometimes it's, I don't care about anybody else at this show that paid money. Something about, I want to make this about me somehow.
Yes.
And that's when it always bothers me. And I'm like, now you're just ruining everybody else's good time.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Right. But you verbally destroyed this person, which
That's amazing.
I completely enjoyed. Do you find that this happens from time to time? Like hecklers just show up and they were like, I want the show to be about me? Or like, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, I don't. It's always different. Sometimes I don't even want to indulge it, and I usually can gauge it off of them.
Right.
They're usually not clever. And one thing I've had to learn to do is if they actually say something funny, you got to laugh and give it up to them. Otherwise, you just look insecure.
Right,
and like,
right. That actually- that's really
and
smart.
That usually, if I'm willing to do that, now that I'm willing to do that, it'll calm them down. I'll laugh and I'll be like, "That's actually really funny."
Yeah.
Very rarely I get a funny heckle, and then if they talk after that, I'm like, "All right, that's enough." And then, but usually they're fine, and then whatever. But yeah, you just kind of you have to play them all by ear because each person is different.
No,
Each
that
interaction is different. Each
That makes
audience is
sense.
different.
That's actually really smart.
Thank
well,
you.
please don't heckle when you see him at the American
Yeah,
Comedy
come on.
Company.
No,
This
God.
was-
American Comedy Club tonight at 8 o'clock, tomorrow 8 o'clock, and 9:45.
That's awesome, man. Well, we had fun with you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in this
Try
morning.
a California burrito.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you
Please.
guys, and thank God you're in Cali and it's never cold outside, and you don't have to listen to that song.
Great point. Great point. Akash.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in,
Thank
man.
you guys for having me.